Hello, my name's Andy and welcome to the garage. Here is my next restoration, an absolutely gorgeous Dinky Toys number 157 Jaguar XK120. One of the most desirable Jaguars you can have. Now, looking at it, tyres are short. It looks like it may have been cream or old English white underneath and then potentially oversprayed. I don't think it was hand painted with silver. Obviously no glass to speak of, but a simple model, an early model, a few casting lines around the headlights, etc. So this is going to be a really nice one to do because I do love this car. So without further ado, let's get it on the bench. Let's take a little look at our Jaguar, shall we? Now, I've just done this a second before, but I forgot to film it. One of the front wheels is okay, one's really crusty. I've taken that off. Two rivets, original rivets, some paint underneath. Fortunately, they've already got holes in for a drill. And overpainted at least once, silver paint on top of what looks like cream. Now, I don't think Dinky did it in a cream, old English white colour, so maybe overpainted twice. Some casting lines at the front here between the headlights as normal. And I thought this was a casting line here, but it's a number plate, so looking good. So let's get a drill on it and get it apart, shall we? Right, let's hope that's enough to get it undone, shall we? Shoes at the back. And there we go at the front. Cleanly off. There's the remains of on those tyres. Bit of cobweb debris there. But nice posts. And maybe I was wrong. It was the original colour. And it says Jaguar just there. That's quite nice. What we'll do is we'll level those posts off and get them drilled. And see what the rear tyre's condition is. Well, it's had it. There's a rear axle. That tyre is solid, I can tell you that. A bit of force there. See, it's all cracked. There we go. One, two, and an axle. Bit of carpet. Can't tell what type. Jaguar owner, probably a bit of Axminster, you'd have thought. Quality carpet of the day. And this end looks like the one we need to get the grinding wheel on. So let's do that, shall we? Pushing one end in with my finger and holding the other end back, the other wheel. There we go, that's enough. Another axle. Easy to tell apart, that one's got a peened end. Maybe a little bow in that one there. But that is our Jaguar. 4 wheels, 2 axles. 2 tyres may be recoverable, 2 aren't, and a base, which is in pretty good order, no rust, etc. So we'll get all of that into the caustic soda, and she's going to be a nice one to do. We're out the caustic soda. It didn't take long. There's a bit of paint hanging on, but you can see now it's easier to see. There's some nice detail, rear lights, front. So we'll get a jeweler's tool on that casting line, which you can now see runs all the way right across the front. Now, I'm pretty certain that shouldn't be there. It's common to every casting, I think. And the rest of it, there may be a line there that shouldn't be there, but it looks really, really nice. The base is fine, just needs a polish, as are the wheels. So we'll get a little jeweler's tool out. Right, got a little jeweler's tool on this small multi-tool, and we'll just try and get into these lines. That's a pretty good start there, pleased with that. So just get a brush out now and go over it with a brush first pass. And that has shone up really well. This isn't the normal metal I'm used to, so I'm glad I didn't leave it too long in that caustic soda. I was watching it all the time. As soon as I saw the paint was off, which was less than a minute, I did pull it out. So we'll just get a little brush on there now. This is the important part, because there's another casting line that I didn't spot there. From the roof, pointed out, from the roof down there to the top of there. Pretty sure that shouldn't be there. Same that side, so that's got to go. And we need to get a little pointier one than this in to get the paint that's in these grooves. Unfortunately, the battery's flat on my little Dremel, so just going to take the edge off these with a round file. And this is just as effective. You just got to take a bit more care, especially if you've got that casting line there. To get right into there as well, you can only really use the tip. Anyway, I'll keep doing that and we'll take a look when we've finished. Okay, we're just going to give the base a polish. As you can see, that's come up really quite nice. Next we're on to the brushes. That one's worn out, we'll be getting new ones out. Right, I think we'll start off with one of these green ones. Well, that looks fairly successful. I think there'll have to be a smearing of body filler where I've got rid of those casting lines. I always do that. You can never get that smooth. You can always like see the line, you see. So there'll have to be a smearing of body filler. We can see the casting lines, a few dings. Roof's not smooth I was hoped, especially at the back. So there, where I've been taking out those casting lines, we'll need a bit of filler in there, but nice door handle detail. You can see we've got the starter pitting around there. You can still see that that line there. You can see it now. Just don't know if that's it's really there, or we'll just need a bit of filler on there probably. But she's looking quite good. Here we are with our little Jaguar, and we're just going to mix up a bit of body filler. Now we always have too much. And we'll get it applied. I've got some of these like clay tools for working with clay. on that side. I thought to be a bit thick round the rear there. You don't want it too thick round here because you're going to have to get rid of most of it. Same here. Certainly want to try and avoid getting it on a detail line. Now there is a bit of pitting about here. That was the worst of it around the front. If you want a good paint job, I think this is an absolute necessity to do this. Also worked that line back in there. If you can see it, this one here with one of those jeweler's tools. Right, we'll just take a close look. I think because we've got some, we'll smear some on the roof. Especially at the back there. And there, that's it done. Okay, well I've got a bit of 240 grit here just to take the top off of this filler. I'll probably remove 99% of it because I just wanted it to fill in cracks. What I'll do is I'll move down a grit now to pre-20. And I keep doing that until I get a really smooth, shiny finish. And that is going to take quite a while, to be honest, so I'll get back to you. I've worked through various papers, and as you can see, it's looking quite good. You can't almost see where the filler's been. What I'm going to do is go over it now with one of these wheels. I'll do that off camera. You've seen me polish it with that. It's the same technique, just to get that final finish looking really, really good. Right, so there we are. You can't really see any filler, a bit there perhaps, but hopefully it's going to hide those lines front there, those around that side door. You'll only know when you put the primer on. You might have to do a bit more work, but here's hoping, because that's one nice looking Jaguar. Just give it a dust off. Put it in some standard thinners, give it a clean, and get the primer on it. Okay, we're just going to polish the wheels of our car now. Looks like that one's a bit bent, needs straightening. Now I'm not sure if these are going to be long enough to use, so I might have to make some new ones anyway. But I'll get back to you, and we'll probably see these next when we're in paint. Well, here we are with our little XK by Dinky Toys out of paint. As you can see, I used a white primer. The car itself is antique white by Colour It. Wheels are just alloy wheel spray. They weren't very good, so that's why I decided to spray them. The base is black gloss and Auto Extreme clear lacquer on them all. Now it's over 27 degrees, nearly 27.5 degrees in the garage. It's a bit hot, to be quite honest. I know I normally talk about the cold, but it's a bit hot today, so I'm a bit apprehensive about painting. So I'm going to start off doing the detailing with one of these metallic brush pens. As you can see on the original Dinky model, there's not a lot of detail to do. Just got the front bumpers, fenders, headlights, grille, blob for the badge, door handles, and a bit at the back. So if this doesn't work, the ability of this is I can still paint over it. If I use the paint and it dries too quick or it doesn't look right in this heat, I'm a bit scuppered. So let's get going, shall we? Well, as you can see, the pen has hardly made a mark at all, except where you don't want it. So I think the pen's out. That's eliminated the pen. What we'll do is we'll get the Met 191 out. Right, so here we go. I've got a 3O brush. Don't like the look of that. Don't want it on the top. It came off. Not sure about this brush actually. I think I'll change it. See if I've got a better one. That will have to do. A little guide here, but not a lot. Just going around that first one. So you could get it a bit more accurate. All I'm working on is trying to get the two to look identical. I've had a quick peek at the internet and chrome on these. There we go. Might just touch up this side a bit. Wonder if I've got a bit of a run there. Right, we're just finishing off the detailing and probably got the most important bit, the grille. But as far as I dare go in this first stage, put my specs on, better look at it. So it looks okay, reasonably pleased with it, so we'll leave that to dry. Okay, our box is cut out, so we can get on with the folding now. Fold it from the front so you know where to fold it. There's no markings on the back. I feel I've not cut that one down fair enough. Yeah, the other side looks okay. Now, as I've said before, these are boxes not for sale. I wouldn't describe them as replica boxes. They're not of the quality I'd like to think of replica boxes you pay for on eBay. So these are my boxes plus, as I call them, suitable for storage and identification and with some authenticity to them. Print them on normal white paper and then I glue that to some 220 GSM card or some 230 to make a cardboard box that's 300 GSM. Right, so we'll just bend that to its true shape now. Line the box up on this end. It's about where that final fold's going to be. The tucking in bit, tab. There we go. You'll be pleased to hear I won't be starting an origami channel soon. I'm not that good. What I find is these edges normally need a bit of a trim. Get some super glue on this tab, get it glued. That's going to be the best way to do that in this heat, because this glue is going off really quick. Push that down with a stick. Corner into place. There we go. Right, back with the folding. Always a tight fit. And there's our Jaguar box ready to go. Just taking a look at our Jaguar axles and wheels, etc. This is a rear axle, it's slightly bent. We'll have to tap that out. Get it straight. What I found was, I knew it was bent, so I just fitted it like that. It wouldn't turn at all because it was bent. It's okay now. You can give that a clean. Now the other axle's a bit short, so I'm going to go with one of these nails, I think, and just test fit that and see how that looks. And there's not a lot in it. What I'll do is I'll put one of those little screws, or bolts rather, on the end of there, and shave the markings off the end there and just go round it, pin it down a bit, it's a bit wide. So that's the next job. Okay, first we'll just make that diameter a bit smaller. I can tell you that's warming up now, so I'm going to put that into the vise and just go around it, and I've taken those hatched lines off the end already. Okay, I've talked about doing this before. I've actually made that a pointed end so I can put 2 bolts on either side, so we've got some symmetry. And this one goes on the front, so I better just check. That's the front of our car. Push that in there. Our wheels on and see how we look. Side of each wheel. So we haven't got a lot to play with. So I think the first thing I'll do is stick one side on before we get it on the model. I'm sure the best way to pick these up, yeah, I think it's like that. Maybe hammer that on. Tap. So that's quite tight fitting, that one. Just put a blob of super glue on the end there. That's done. Let that go off. I just missed me put these tyres on. The O-rings, and the tyre wall's not as big as it should be, I think. So our Jag's gonna sit a bit lower. Let's take a look and see how low. Next job is to get front axle on. That super glue's gone off. So put this through the front. See? This tyre. This is going to be the out-facing one. That's good. Pop that one on. Bring that forward. Could maybe have taken a bit more off there. Looking at it now, might actually do that. Now I've got it sort of firmly fixed on. Take the end tip off. It's about, you can see it's about 5mm. Don't need that much. Just ground the tip off that off camera. Okay, I've shaved that end down a bit. It's not going to stick out as much. Let's put our wheel on. There we are, we've just got enough showing now. Our mini nut on. What we're going to do is just paint in. Dab of super glue on there. That's it. You can see that super glue is a bit proud. Okay, we can take a look at that now. Yeah, roller. That out of the way. Then put our base on our Jaguar. Now I've found some screws that I hope are going to fit. There's one in. Put a screwdriver if you don't want. Those tyres look okay. Take a look. Not filling the arches, so might have to source some new tyres. Take a look at that. It's a bit disappointing that, but it doesn't look right, does it? Right, I found some different tyres, and let's just compare them. They're a bit bigger on the hubs, so we'll give those a go, see how those look. Threaded these, probably not the right ones for this car. See how they look. Yeah, they're the ones to just fill in that wheel arch a bit better. So we'll get the screws back in. Which is a roller. Goes back in the parts box along with the spare screws. And the next time you see this, will be on the turntable. Now I did think of putting a race number on it, but I'm not going to do that, so we'll leave that there for now. Well, this is what we started with, a highly play-worn, over-painted Jaguar XK120, Dinky Toys number 157. So let's see what we can do with it, shall we? Because here it is now. Here is our completed XK120 by Dinky Toys, number 157. Not too much detailing on this one, but a lovely, lovely looking car, I think you'll agree. When it was made, the Jaguar XK120 was the fastest production car in the world, the first one going to Hollywood star Clark Gable, and indeed 60% of all cars were exported to America. The name 120 came from its top speed of 120 miles per hour. Indeed, with a little modification, such as a windscreen being removed, gearing slightly tweaked and a tonneau cover, it could reach 135 miles per hour. The first 242 were wooden framed, then in 1950 they started making them out of steel, which made them 51 kilograms heavier. This was all down to the inline 6 3.4 litre XK engine, which went on in production between 1949 and 1992, powering other famous examples of Jaguar, such as the D-Type, the XK150 and the E-Type. There were three types of models of the XK120: an open two-seater, a fixed head coupe and a drop head coupe. Now, if you wanted to buy one of these today, my research says you'll need at least £85,000 and up to £200,000. It's a significantly sought after and loved car. Well, I do hope you've enjoyed this video. It's a simple restoration this week. It's really been too hot in the garage to do anything else. Please like and subscribe, comment if you can, and I look forward to seeing you for another restoration soon. Thank you for watching. Take care now. I leave you with the Jaguar XK120